This is Longboard technology, and we've been making some updates to the full floating hanger prototype. And previously this was one of the best skateboard trucks that we've produced. The axle is completely floating in urethane. This was the most damped out ride that we could possibly provide. Since then, we've gone ahead and made a few more modifications, not only to the deck, but also just to the overall truck design. We have laminated the Baltic birch deck in Kevlar and fiberglass, which is going to increase its torsional strength and also just make the board more damp.
That's the Kevlar, right?
That is the Kevlar.
And bulletproof.
It is bulletproof. So, what we've done is we've improved the tolerances by keeping the base plate from moving. So we now have this aluminum bracket on the top of the deck to help stabilize the two halves of the base plate.
It's a two-part base plate here.
And it's just increased the ride quality. There's less flexation of the two channel faces as the board flexes, so it just keeps the channel more rigid, which prevents the axle from moving as it's, going through its motion.
Sweet.
So the board rocks. Let's do a drop test. Drop test.
Oh, it's got new bearings in it too. That was the other thing, right?
Oh yeah. Fresh bearings. It's got probably at this point about 79mm diameter wheels. It's extremely quiet.
Just drop it right on the camera. That'll be fun.
That'll have some good audio. Because that's really what this board is just so, impressed. That's the reason I'm so impressed by this board, is the fact that when it hits the ground, it makes so little noise, and it has so little bounce back after it hits the pavement. Now imagine riding that.
Yeah,
hitting obstacles and imperfections.
It's so comfortable to ride. It's incredible. I love it.
And as soon as the wheels break loose, like you're sliding or drifting, it just keeps the wheels hooked up in the pavement because it absorbs the energy and then just continues to roll without suffering from all the vibrations. So this is seriously one of the best other planet setups I've ever ridden. And I know I say that every time, but that's because we're making incremental
improvements.
Improvements every time we.
Last week was crap.
Exactly. It only improves. Okay, so we're going to do a drop test real quick.
This is stock Ronins, smaller wheels of the same type.
Right.
On a flexi deck.
Pretty good. Not a lot of bounce back. A little bit harsh on the sound. Still working pretty well. This is a larger diameter wheel of the same type. With the total floating angle. Whoa.
I think concrete's a lot louder than asphalt. It's bouncier too.
Yeah, check that out. It's interesting that the rear is consistently more bouncy.
I think it might just be how you're dropping it. Okay, now back to this. Do like 3 with this one.
Totally different decks, by the way. This is bamboo and fiberglass.
Ooh. Sounds like you're gonna break something. That was better, but you kind of landed unevenly. So, there's the comparison. This one's amazing. Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta take you to your house. Load them up.